Okay, last part. In our three-part series about goals, you remember we talked about focus, picking something that contributes to the overall purpose of the organization. And then if we're the leader of a team, helping each of our team members understand what they can do to contribute to my effort, and then we all can pass that on or up to the organization at large. And then cascading, and maybe doing away with that term and focusing on connection. What does your work have to do with mine, and collectively how can we contribute to the betterment of the organization? How can we help the organization achieve its larger purpose? So how do we do that? How do we execute? I have a colleague who likes to think about creating an action plan as a to-do list with due dates, the last of which is delivering on the overall purpose that you've set forth for the quarter, for the half year, for the full year, whatever frame you use to define the time-bound aspect of your goal. And I think that's a really effective way to think about this. What are the things you need to do? And in addition to that, what are the things you need to use? Who are the people with whom you need to work in order to get your job done? Which things are dependent? So which thing has to happen before the next thing? Those are dependent processes or activities. And which of those are independent? What are some things you can be working on at the same time? Ultimately, and this is a phrase that I've borrowed from other thinkers about this, don't be overtaken by the urgent and lose focus on the important. We can set forth a very well-crafted goal that's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, and actually has to do with why our job exists and what our organization is trying to create, and then get so busy, quote-unquote, putting out fires that we never really get the work done that we need to. That's a big mistake. It's very common. Don't let it happen to you. And so when you write down your action plan, that to-do list with due dates, you're less likely to get at least as distracted as you might otherwise. And then if you have the added benefit of other people, your team members, your manager, organizational leaders, checking in with you, helping to keep after you in a constructive, positive way, again, you're that much likelier to do the work that you're charged with, the reason your job exists, the reason your organization exists, and why people care. So when we focus, when we properly connect, and when we plan to execute, we're that much likelier to do so, and man, that feels good. Here's good luck to you in that effort. Take charge of what you can control, manage up if you need to, manage out as you have to, and focus on the effort. You won't always succeed, you won't always be perfect, and actually that's okay, but you need to get prepared, plan, and try. And when you do that, you start to make progress, which you can measure, and ultimately have the success that demonstrates your value and that helps you achieve on your promise. And that's what I'm here to support, and I look forward to doing that as we go forward.